Here we will discuss family, purpose, relationship, stories, all through the lenses of God's Word. Whether you are young or old, join us every Saturday at 7 p.m. My name is Deborah Bakwanta. I'll be your host for Real Conversations. In a world full of noise, we choose meaningful conversations. Conversations that heal, inspire, and build faith. Here at Love TV, we'll be having meaningful conversations, very real conversations, powerful interviews, and faith-based discussions. Here we will discuss family, purpose, relationship, stories, all through the lenses of God's Word. Whether you are young or old, join us every Saturday at 7 p.m. My name is Deborah Bakwanta. I'll be your host for Real Conversations. In a world full of noise, we choose meaningful conversations. Conversations that heal, inspire, and build faith. Here at Love TV, we'll be having meaningful conversations, very real conversations, powerful interviews, and faith-based discussions. Here we will discuss family, purpose, relationship, stories, all through the lenses of God's Word. Whether you are young or old, join us every Saturday at 7 p.m. My name is Deborah Bakwanta. I'll be your host for Real Conversations. In a world full of noise, we choose meaningful conversations. Conversations that heal, inspire, and build faith. Here at Love TV, we'll be having meaningful conversations, very real conversations, powerful interviews, and faith-based discussions. Here we will discuss family, purpose, relationship, stories, all through the lenses of God's Word. Whether you are young or old, join us every Saturday at 7 p.m. My name is Deborah Bakwanta. I'll be your host for Real Conversations. In a world full of noise, we choose meaningful conversations. Conversations that heal, inspire, and build faith. Here at Love TV, we'll be having meaningful conversations, very real conversations, powerful interviews, and faith-based discussions. Here we will discuss family, purpose, relationship, stories, all through the lenses of God's Word. Whether you are young or old, join us every Saturday at 7 p.m. My name is Deborah Bakwanta. I'll be your host for Real Conversations.
People, welcome back to our show as Real Talk on Love TV and on socials as Love Community Baptist Church. Today, I welcome you once again. It's been a while on your streams. Yes, we understand. Sometimes we get busy. Yes. But today, most importantly, as always, I have my sister here. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. Hi,
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. You're welcome as well.
Thank you.
From the very long break.
I know, right? It hasn't been easy, you know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things happening, both work and also family. So sometimes it's busy, but
You are here
I
today.
believe they will pardon us.
Yes. At the end of the day, you are here today.
Of
So
course.
that's the most
That's
important.
the most important thing.
Yes.
I believe you are fine and your family as well.
Yeah, we are all doing well. Yeah, I can see you're looking very dashing, very
Oh my
pretty,
God.
and all that. And so, maybe let's quickly dive into
Today's discussion.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so on today's topic, we are discussing feminism.
yes,
And it's one of the areas that today we're struggling a bit with it, and I can't really wrap my head around it. But then on the flip side is on a positive area. On the other side, it's kind of negative, and our partners sometimes don't seem to understand, and the society sometimes battle with us. So take us through it.
yes.
Today.
Okay, so I think feminism has actually evolved over the years,
Yeah.
but it had carried one message that was giving women equal rights.
Okay.
That even the Bible from Genesis 1:27 was talking about the fact that male and female were both created in the image of God. And it says that male and female he created them. And so from that perspective, we get to understand that there's none that is superior over the other. But there have been waves of feminism dating back from the 1800s even up until now. And every time the vision had changed. A lot of changes are taking place. Because when you read history, in the 1800s, it was just saying that women should be valued. And the fact that I was born female should not make me less than. Then from the 1960s to the 1980s, it became more about domestic violence, abuse, speaking up for women, equal pay, and all that. But after that, it had gone down to a lot of areas. And now it is covering gender roles, family, relationships, and other things. And we are, just like you said, we are seeing some good sides of feminism. But as it is growing, the initial idea for feminism is also being lost through extremism. Understand? Human beings are usually on both extremes. So it's either we are in or
So let me ask you, have you ever faced any challenge in your line of duty that you are supposed
Being
to take
a
a particular
woman.
being a woman, you are supposed to take a particular position and then they've given it to someone before?
Yes, not, how do I put it? I don't think it was something that stood against the position. But normally you hear, oh, you are the first female to do this. Oh, this has never been done by a woman. And so, but I think before I was handling a position back on campus, which had always been handled by men. And it didn't take it like, it didn't become, it wasn't a deterrent. It was just by normal, I think over the years there had always been men. And so during my time, but it wasn't something that, oh, this is for. Probably because mine wasn't technical. But for instance, people who had to do things with, let's say, organization and other things, I realized that normally they are looking for a man because you
spearhead
Yes, so personally, I don't know any area that I've walked in and I've been pushed aside because I'm a woman. But honestly, like, we can see that on social media.
Social media today has been a lot of positive areas and negative as well. I happened to chance on a video this week, and I think I shared with you. And this is a situation. It's a real life situation. This beautiful lady happens to go for a women conference, and in the conference, there comes the husband, wailing, yelling, and making all manner of, eyebrows to be up there. And I was like, hey, what is happening? Is it because the woman or the man didn't understand the area in which the woman is coming from, or what really happened? Because what happened on the scene was one of many. It doesn't really happen. But then I always say that partners they always have to understand what's happening. So with the video I shared with you, how would you project into today's 21st century?
I think there are ways to handle situations. And going into a conference to drag your wife from a panel in all spheres was not right. It shouldn't be done on any level at all. Yes, the fact that I don't know what had happened. I think there are speculations around centering that probably she had a daughter at the hospital and had left to come for the program. So her husband was angry about it. And honestly, that is what we see today. A lot of people no longer care for their families. They no longer take care of, because I'm a career woman, I'm a corporate girly, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm putting myself first. And we hide it all under I'm choosing myself. I'm reaching self-actualization. But at the end of the day, there's something that happened to men like in the years
So
past.
this one, are you speaking against us or what?
Oh, it's
Because
not.
from the points you are
You
raising,
see,
it's trying to, I mean, limit as if you are speaking in the aspects of the men.
oh
But
me,
no, my sister, it is not that. No, this one they have
you
to.
agree?
No, I will not
Oh me,
agree.
do you know? You see, there are positive sides of feminism.
Okay.
I think the first wave of feminism talking about the fact that we are all equal and the fact that I'm born a female shouldn't deter me.
Okay.
The second wave, speaking up for women rights, domestic abuse and all the equal pay and all that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But then the third wave of feminism is centering on gender roles,
Yeah.
to the extent that now we feel like certain stereotypical roles that we had in our various families, now there's no leadership. There's a question of leadership. There are people that are getting married and there's no submission, because I'm also going to work. I'm also bringing money home. I'm also doing this. So why should I submit myself to you? And that's what I'm saying, that the feminism was supposed to help us and push us out there.
Yeah.
But there's something in women nowadays that is making that idea of feminism now look bad.
Okay.
For instance, if you have a child that needs you, a child that is in the hospital, and you leave it because you have to be on a show to talk.
Come to think of it, what if on the video we watched together, it wasn't something that, let's say she's not the actual, let's say, spokesperson on the show, but what if she was supposed to be the one speaking? How would you take that?
Family comes first, honestly. And this is not a child that is at home. If what we saw online was true, your child is
The
sick.
boss doesn't have a replacement. It is her and nobody else.
Yes, but see, today, if you are standing on the pulpit,
Yes.
and you fall down, they will find another person to do that same job for you. You understand? And I'm saying that this thing has changed because before we had our moms at home and our fathers were doing all the work. And we realized that they go to pension, they come home, and no one has any desire for them. No one is taking care of them, because in as much as he was spending money providing for the house, he didn't spend time with his children, which we felt was the most important thing for the man to pursue, your family. And now we spoke about it, and now we are the ones doing that. We are the ones leaving our children home to go and pursue careers. We are the ones choosing our careers over our children. There's a time that will come that you will sit with your children and you may not be able to correct it. Now we see as early as 3 months, children have to be pushed to schools.
And you think
Yes.
it's nothing?
And me, do what? Do you? But then there are consequences to what you are doing. And you should be able to hold your chest. There are women now that are saying men are trash.
But come to think of it, now men are also asking for paternity leave.
Yes.
So if that side is being documented
Explored.
or it's being explored, how will the women be able to cope? Are they going to be, let's say, okay with it, or what's your mindset about
There are
it?
some women that are for it, because the men nowadays, I would say that the generation has changed a lot. There are men that are like present fathers. I think if there has been any generation that we've had,
This is the best generation
the
ever.
best generation,
Yes.
fathers changing diapers
Please, let's
and all
have
that.
it.
Yeah. They are
Kudos to
doing
the
well.
dads.
Yes.
They
We
are
have
doing
a
extremely well.
generation where fathers are more present than they have ever been.
Okay.
Fathers are prioritizing their time with family, their time with children.
Sure.
And so for such a man, if that man is asking for paternity leave, you are sure that he's going to support you at home. But it is unrealistic if all the man is going to do is come and sleep at home and he's asking for paternity leave. Trust me, there are sides that there are men that are abusing women.
Wait.
For instance, I think the last time I heard of a situation where the woman was at home, she wanted to go to the salon and was like, okay, hold the baby for me and then let me go to the... No, that is your baby. She made the woman carry the baby to the salon. And when she was there, she had put his food in the microwave.
Amazing.
And was like, okay, when you're ready, the man called the woman from the salon with
To
her
come and
wet,
take-
come and heat the food and serve
Honestly, that side there, me,
and serve her husband before
I
she
will not
goes
agree
back.
to it. Oh. We have to
Yes.
work in this area or in this generation. I think I'm seeing more of working together couples.
Yes.
Yes, I think that goal is, if it is in that area, I think the support is there. But whereby from the scenario you are trying to pitch, it's like the man is only centered on women should be the one doing everything. Which for me, I don't agree to that.
Yes.
At all.
I think my conversation with someone today was on the fact that, like, if you are yet to marry, maybe it's a sign for you to marry a kind man.
Certainly.
A man that is kind enough.
It's very important. If you don't marry a kind person, it's going to transcend in everything.
Yes.
Because from the narration you are given, the man doesn't understand why you are going to the salon and the food should be in the microwave. Come back and come and take.
Yeah,
Hey!
some men, I always eat fresh meals. And so every day she has to come back and then cook. There has to be that kind of balance that we create.
Yes,
and at the same time, as Christians, we cannot change the order.
Okay.
The order is that the man is the head of the family. And I always say that we thank God that we didn't come into this world with the names of our husbands written on top of our heads. So you are going to choose who is going to become.
So make sure you choose somebody to come to. And in that regard, you need to get somebody who understands you.
Yes.
And the kindness aspect, because the man might equally do anything to you, but the moment you find out that this person I'm going to build my future with is very kind, then it means that
it makes you feel better. Yes.
Because in one way or the other will hold your back, and then you will carry on your duties. There wouldn't be any argument.
Yes.
So, and in this area, is the social media helping us?
I think social media, when it comes to feminism, has really laid on the extreme side. Now we have even women that are willing to raise their children alone. But you understand that it wasn't God's idea. Yes, I feel like it wasn't God's idea in the beginning. You understand? God's idea, every child needs both parents.
Yeah.
Every child, no matter the problems that you may have with your partner, the role of the father, the role of the mother is very important in the life of that child. And so just like I was saying, you are the one choosing your head. You are the one choosing the father of your children. And you should make the right choice. And so if you make a mistake, you don't have to punish the child by saying then you don't need this person in your life. Maybe because you think you have money. There's something that the father brings that your money cannot provide. A father brings more than just money. A father brings stability. He brings discipline. All these things, you can ask like single mothers. They will tell you the struggle. You can do your best, but there will be a part of the child's life that is missing because of the absence of a father. And so from that perspective, women are now being like, oh, we don't need men. We are okay. I think before we started this show, someone was showing me a video of someone carrying block to go and put on top of her building. And she fell on the block. And where she could have just asked the man, oh, can you help me do this? We are mistaking like independence with isolation. Thinking that, oh, I'm an independent woman, so I don't need a man. God is not a God of waste. So there's no way he will create, if Eve was the only thing that we needed in this world, God wouldn't waste time to create an Adam. And so both of us are needed in this world. And at the same time, to the gentlemen, your wife is not a slave.
Thank you.
Your wife is not your wife is not a slave.
Thank you very much.
The person God has brought into your life is just like you. She's supposed to be your helper. The way you go and then you go and bow down to somebody because the person gives you money and all that, is because you're acknowledging that the person has a strength that you do not have. And so when the Bible says that the woman is the weaker vessel, he's not saying that the person is weak or something. He's saying that the person is fragile in the sense that the person can break, but it doesn't make the person less valuable. So if you have such a person,
even the Holy Book made us, the Bible to precise, makes us understand that we are helpers. So you are doing something and we are in to help you. So if we come in and you are not doing anything, how can we help somebody who is not doing
anything?
It's not done.
Yes.
And I've come across women that they are the one being the head in the family, whereby the husband the table has 10. So in this regard, is the woman who has the money and the man doesn't have. And to me, from the story the person shared with me, she rather is the one supporting the husband. So from the outside, you not be able to tell if there's a challenge in the house or not, because one way or the other, she has been able to cover the husband. Yeah, I think in that area it's good.
Yes, but I mean, even you supporting still doesn't make you head. If you are the sole provider in your home as a woman, you understand that your head is your husband. Yeah. So if you know that there are some women that may have a problem submitting to a man that earns less, then by all means don't marry him. But you
also know that there are some men that are always on the verge of, they don't want to see a woman on hills.
Yes.
Or on top of their careers.
And some of them is based on like what they have been through or what they have seen.
But this is your partner, for crying out loud.
Some of them, probably like what you're saying. Yeah. I lived in a home where, let's say, not my story, I'm saying somebody's story. I lived in a home with with my mom being the sole provider, and my father not having anything. So all we needed, we asked from our mom. Yeah. And I saw how disrespectful my mom was to my dad because he couldn't provide. It was teaching me that this is the character of women. There are some men that today, even if their wives had homes, they will still go and rent because they wouldn't want to live under the same roof with a woman when the house belongs to the woman because of an experience they have had or something they have gone through. And so for that, if you're a man and you feel like if your woman is earning more, you cannot stay with such a woman, then by all means, that's what I'm saying, God didn't put anybody by your throat. Yes. You are the one to choose. But at the same time, your woman climbing the social ladder is not something you should be scared of as a man. Read the Bible about...
There is a saying that behind every successful man,
there's a woman.
Yes.
But now they are saying that even that is wrong.
And even that's crap. Now, behind every successful woman, there is a man.
We don't know what we are doing.
It's mind-blowing.
You get it. There's nothing wrong with being behind a man, you understand? In the Bible, we see Deborah. Deborah was a judge, she was a prophetess. But all the Bible said about her husband was lapidary. That was all. Yeah. And so you can be a man that your woman is in the limelight, the woman is... But it depends on how you, the woman, you're also behaving. Great. I think I was told about a story of a woman with a very big position. And she said what she does every day is that at the gate, she drops all her directorship and everything and enters the home as Mr. So-and-so's wife and comes to submit. But sometimes as women, we forget that I'm no longer the commander-in-chief of the of my home. I come to submit to another man. I come to submit under the leadership of another man. The fact that you are providing, the fact that your husband listens to you, the fact that he runs things by you will never make you the head. And that is what I think now feminism is trying to push and say that if you are doing 50-50, then I am the head. If you are doing this, no. The order of the Bible, and especially if you're a Christian, is that the man is the head. That man, whether he has money or not, whether he's handsome or not.
Are you trying to tell us that we should scrap off that feminism?
Yes, this generation, the third wave feminism, there are things should be scrapped off. Hey, because it's true.
I doubt if they can cope.
It's true because it has done more harm than good. Yeah. We are constantly, when you open social media, all you're hearing is men are trash, men are trash. But every Saturday there's a wedding. Every Saturday there's a wedding.
And there's a naming to it.
Somebody is marrying these men that are trash. So there's always some narrative that is out there that is trying to destroy women today. Yeah. And if you don't take time, I think if you listen to Candace Owens, she'll say that a time will come when women will retire. And then they'll realize that not having a family, not raising kids, they were more important than the careers that you pursued. Because at the end of the day, when you are by your hospital bed, it will be your family that you'll be looking up to. It will be the man that you married. It will be... So if you left all that, and it goes same for the men. If you are chasing the bag, you'll be 60 with the bag. Yes, money in the bag.
Money in the... Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
So you chase it hard, and now you're 60 with gray hair, walking stick, and you're at home. And now you want me to take, I don't know you. I don't know you anymore. Life has gone by. So there's a balance. Men should value their wives as gifts from God. You are going to account about the person that God gave you. At the same time, as a woman, you should learn to submit. So that's one right now, if you are not married, I think it's the best point to ask yourself, am I willing to submit under this leadership? We are in a generation where women feel like we are wiser than the men. God has given us wisdom, we know. But God has also asked us to submit. Your idea is not to share it with a man and hope that if he doesn't follow you, he falls. No. You understand that you are one with this person. And so even if he doesn't go with your idea, your prayer is that God, don't let him miss out. But we are quick to prove a point. You didn't listen to me, so see what has happened. You didn't listen to me, so your money is gone. No. How many women will say he didn't listen to me about this business venture, but I'm going to spend time to pray for him so that he doesn't lose what he is doing. So for me, I think feminism had a good idea when it came in, but now it has, yes.
If you just join us, we love Community Baptist TV, and the show is Rector. We are discussing feminism, how good, the bad, the ugly. Yes. So Debbie, growing up, I had the opportunity to experience a lot of roles in my education. As in ranking through the secondary school, I was the I think the girls SP. Yes, I know. And then from primary, I was the cupboard girl, as always. I think a lot of people know about that position.
Yeah, people will be doing like the school is for you.
Yes, we are the ones.
I'll give you your book. Your book is not here.
David, take your time. It was just one thing. So, in our society, or I begin to appreciate the fact that the girl child education is very impactful.
Yeah.
So, and in our discussion today that we are talking about feminism, do you think back then they were feeling it difficult to educate the girl child, and now that they've educated the girl child, has it really one way or the other had a positive impact? And do you think we should pursue that as well?
Yes, for me, education is very important. Just like I'm saying, social media is now saying
because
that
it's the same girl child education that has gotten to.
Yes, so, and I won't be here. I won't be able to speak English. You understand? So it is important. It had increased or made better the value of women.
Great.
Now men are getting more valuable women. Not to say that a non-educated woman is not valuable, but now men are getting women that they can discuss things with. And then know that you are not just there to cook and clean, but I can talk to you. But I can talk to you about business and be sure that you are going to give me some ideas.
Super.
And that is what education has done. Yeah, it has made us more refined. It has helped a lot. If you have a girl child, I won't say that, oh, let her be at home just to cook and clean. No. Education, we need education.
But then they said the kitchen is for us, but I don't think today.
Yes. Women have done a lot over the years. We have increased, we have done like mind-blowing things. I think the people who went on the moon, there was even a lady that was involved. And I even heard about like what she had to go through in order to be part. Because of our menstrual cycle and all that, they had to do certain things to ensure that like you can't have your menses on the moon.
So she was giving them medication.
Yes, so I don't know the full story, but something had to be done to her body to ensure that. So it looks like even nature wasn't allowing us to be part of certain things. But
this is my issue. It doesn't mean that God is against it.
No, you see, we all have our own value. Do you understand? There are some people that won't hire women, and for the reason that she may go on maternity leave, she may say, oh, and then member, she may come to work with mood swings and other things. And so for that reason, I won't hire a woman. And it is specific to them, you understand? But now I think that even the ratio of that has increased. The number of women in the army now has increased. The number of women in the police force has increased. Doctors, lecturers, I think we are doing well. At a point, there was a scholarship for women to go to uni.
Yeah.
And I think even now, there's even a scholarship for young guys to go to uni, meaning that the women are doing well. But I'm asking what this exposure is doing to us as women. It is making people rethink their decision as to whether this was the right choice in the beginning. You get it?
Okay. So yesterday I happened to be at the AGM meeting, which is organized by the Breast Cancer Society of Ghana.
Okay.
And amazingly, the women in that area, almost 80% of the moment was just women. And I was like, where are the men?
You get it? But some time passed, it would have been male dominated. Yes.
Now the table has shifted. So let's look into in terms of the government area. Are the women taking the lead now? Because these days I'm not seeing the women.
Oh, now I think we even have a vice president who is a female.
Aside that,
I think that's the pinnacle. Like, to have our vice president as female. Yeah. I don't know what screams like women empowerment more than that. Do you understand? That is the highest let's say decision-making body. That's the parliament. And even at the parliament, we think the women are also increasing in number. You understand? So I feel like we are doing a good job. We are opening doors for women to go. We even see it in our universities. I think for some programs, the grade for women, especially engineering, engineering may accept a female with a particular grade, but a man may do better, but may not be accepted. You understand? And so we are getting that women are being exposed, but there are some that are taking it to the extreme, and making it look like there's no use for it. I think I saw a post where somebody said that there's even a book on husbands are not needed. You get it? And people have bought the books and they are reading it. You get it?
I want to know the exact thing.
You are raising children and you are telling them that fathers are bad. You don't need a man. No, because you are a single mom. No. You shouldn't use your painful experience to be the reality of your child. We understand what you went through was painful. You are using it to advise your child. But don't make your child grow up thinking that every man is bad. Every man, for a very long time, Father's Day was always being used to bash men. That they are not doing enough, they are doing this, they are not doing that. But there were men that were killing it.
I think this time it's a strange a bit.
Yes.
It's more being loud.
Yes.
It's good.
And if you are here,
compared to the women.
Yes,
Mother's Day
it's still top notch. But if you're here and you're a woman and you know that your husband is killing it for the family, your husband is supportive, you should be showing it, project it. Like the way people are loud on social media about absent fathers, I think it's the same energy we should put in when we have present fathers. When it is Father's Day, don't say, I wish him at home, he knows. No, post it to show people that like there are men that are doing well, so that maybe if not even in our generation, in the next generation, that narrative that every man is bad may be changed. Maybe some years to come, we will not hear men are trash again.
Not anymore. I don't think we'll ever come into that regard.
Yes. You are valuable. That man is valuable. That man was also created in the image of God, and so obviously he's not trash.
So hi there. We got to do this hand in hand. So women, we are doing this with the men. We are no longer going up on our heels and saying we don't need the men. Yes, certainly we need the men. So in wrapping up, what's your last comment on it?
Yes, so in wrapping up, I'll say that the idea for feminism was great. The vision it carried was beautiful, and it empowered women in all spheres of life. However, as exposure has gone on, as education has increased, we have seen an infiltration of negative ideas, and now it is getting bad and it is getting worse. There's a reason for us as Christians to rise up to the initial order that God gave us, the initial idea that God had for man and woman, and to realize that we are all important. Feminism should not stand against career. It should not stand against family. It should still stand on its own as a means of empowering women, but not completely taking away the need of men.
Great.
So that's what I'll say in closing.
All right. Thank you very much, Jamie, for joining us today. So,
You're
in
welcome.
wrapping up, or lastly, what I want to say is that together we can do this. Yes, we can. So, I want to extend my greatest greetings to the head pastor of Love Community Baptist Church. We couldn't have done this better if you had not given us the headlights. And also to the crew, we are so privileged. So, we come to your screen again next week. Until then, I am Mami Ajwa Pokia. On socials, you can call me the insurance coach. See you then next week.
Bye bye.